So this video will be about another less popular yet a great Hulk's battle. This time the Hulk fights both Iron Man and Doc Samson at the same time. This event took place in The Incredible Hulk Volume 2 number 76 published in 2004. The story begins in The Incredible Hulk number 75 when the leader deceived Bruce Banner by creating a deception to show him that the world was destroyed by nuclear explosions. The leader said that the Hulk is the only one that can change things. He shows Banner the location of a missile silo where a time machine is located. He wants the Hulk to travel there and use it to go back in time and stop this catastrophe from happening, and suggests that Banner goes back in time to stop the gamma bomb test that created the Hulk in the first place to ensure that this future never comes to be. As the Hulk was fighting his way through the illusion of the nuclear wasteland, he was actually destroying the streets of modern-day Los Angeles. Betty Ross and Nadia Dornova, the wife of Emil Blonsky, try to free the Hulk from the leader's mind control. When attempting to track the leader's telepathy, the villain uses his powers to make the two women black out so their chopper crashes. Fighting the leader's control, Nadia is able to jump with a parachute. Betty also managed to survive. When she asked how Nadia was able to keep the leader out of her mind, Nadia taught her a new skill of picturing a wall in her mind. Meanwhile, Doc Samson and Tony Stark are on their way to help the woman. At that moment, the mind-controlled Hulk arrives at the location and begins to dig into the ground. Nadia scans the area and discovers that they are standing over a long abandoned missile silo, and realizes that there must be something important stored in there. Learning that the silo's name is KR-39, Betty recalls that this was the code name that the leader gave himself, and realizes that this is where the leader has been hiding all this time. Looking around, they find a ventilation shaft and use it to get into the facility. Because Betty has a sprained ankle, only Nadia can go down to the bottom. She ends up in the center of the leader's facility. To her shock and horror, the leader is a massive head floating in a tank without a body. Having been discovered, the leader decides to invite all those involved to watch his next transformation, and informs Betty how to get down into the facility while they wait for Doc Samson and Tony Stark to arrive. Just then, the Hulk comes bursting in through the ceiling. The leader then begins explaining his master plan. With his mind trapped in this dying body, he created the home base with the hopes of getting the Hulk's DNA so he could clone a Hulk body to escape into. Although a very powerful telepath whose mind abilities are second to none, the leader couldn't control the Hulk's mind due to its fractured nature until it had been sufficiently worn down. The leader decided to lure the Hulk to transfer his mind into the Hulk's body. Trying to find a way to stop the leader, Betty pulls out her gun. The villain says that this tank is bulletproof, so instead, Betty fires on the Hulk, snapping him out of the leader's control. The Hulk is torn between the leader's influence, who wants him to kill Betty, and Betty, who is adjuring him to fight the mind control and to wake up. Suddenly, Iron Man arrives and knocks the Hulk aside, with Betty saying that his timing was so bad. The Hulk attacked Iron Man and managed to get the upper hand until Doc Samson arrived and punched the Hulk to even the odds. The Hulk overpowers both Iron Man and Doc Samson, where he sends Iron Man flying away with a punch. Meanwhile, Nadia creates a distraction for the leader, while Betty tries to hack his computer system, which keeps him alive. However, before she can succeed, Doc Samson hits the Hulk hard and knocks him into the leader's tank, shattering it. The leader suffocated, and Nadia was impaled by a massive shard of the shattered glass and died of her injuries. Seeing what happened to Nadia, the Hulk became so enraged and attacked Doc Samson, blaming him for her death. Hulk pounds on him and nearly kills him, with Betty screaming for the Hulk to stop. Her screams trigger a transformation back to Banner, who is horrified by what he has done. Betty tells Banner to get away from Samson, who was nearly killed, and never come near him again. When Tony Stark tried to point out how Banner risked his life, Betty said that Nadia is dead and Samson was beaten to near death. It's all because of that ugly, twisted, and cruel monster inside Banner, who couldn't stand it anymore and ran into the wilderness, thinking about what Betty said. He stared at himself in the lake only to see the image of the Hulk. So this was another great battle that you probably haven't heard of or seen before. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching, and have a nice one.